This video is brought to you by Artistworks. Artistworks are part of TrueFire Studios, and they offer direct access to master musicians through their innovative online learning platform. Partnering with iconic musicians, they've crafted decades of industry experience into guided paths of online learning. Crucially, there's an option to get personalized feedback tailored specifically to your playing via their unique video exchange. Get direct guidance towards your playing goals. You can use the code GNC40 for 40% off of any of Artistworks courses. So we all know that the art of gigging is going out and taking £7,000 to £8,000 worth of gear to a dodgy pub in maybe a local town for 45 quid. Jobs are good. Today I wanted to do a video about all of the gear that I take to a gig, and I just used this as an opportunity to unload and load back up my car. I was quite surprised by the weight on a couple of these things, and this has made me think about maybe finding some options which are less heavy. Anyway, if you want to share your thoughts on how I could best pack my car, or ideas for lightweight cabs, or anything else that you want to help the algorithm along, that'd be appreciated. And in the introduction there, I was probably using the Super Chorus preset or Super Vox Dumb, just a bit of playing there to get my fingers moving. Anyway, the gigs later on, it's a wedding in Cheriton Bishop-ish, which I used to live near actually. But yeah, this is the gear that I have to take to every single gig, because I do the PA as well as the other stuff. So when you're carrying this amount of stuff, I guess the only other person carrying more is maybe the drummer. Kind of, yeah, lightweight becomes a bit more of a consideration. Okay, so here you see my mixing desk, which is the Behringer XR18. I carry that around in a Gator kind of case. This is a digital desk, so it does mean I need to use my laptop with it, but it can also do the in-ear mixes of a few of the guys. Now for the heaviest item or items on the menu, I use Yamaha DXR 15s for the front of house. The reason I use the 15 inch is that I don't have space in the car for a subwoofer, but I want something that can kick out plenty. These actually weigh 21.8 kilograms each. And I carry around this little spare Yamaha MG mixing desk just in case anything happens with the digital desk. In this suitcase, I actually have all of the XLRs. I use XLRs from Thomann generally, jack cables, kettle leads as in IEC cables, and another little spare mixing desk for the drummer sometimes. The thing I think this probably weighs about 20 kilos. I take one Cobb power bar. This does quite a really nice job actually of looking pretty good and lighting up enough of the stage. I don't really want to be able, or have to carry around more than one lighting bar, so Cobbs work quite nicely. And also in the car I've got a Henriksen Bud, which I use in the smaller venues, or sometimes if I've got to do an acoustic duo. But yeah, the Henriksen Bud is always in the car. For stage monitors, I've actually got two of these little DB Technologies Flexis. So this is like a little 8-inch, it weighs less than 10 kilos, so 9.8. And yeah, it's kind of got 400 watt peak power. Does the job really, compact on stage, good for vocals, good for me to hear back what's coming through the front of house through this little thing. But yeah, that's what I use for monitors. This one was actually a bit of a surprise for me. So this is my little Mesa Boogie cab that I use. It's like from the 80s. It's got an EVM speaker in it, which weighs about 9 kilos. But actually, because it's open back, I had a feeling it was kind of light, but it's actually 17 kilos. So this is about 10 kilos heavier than some of the lightest options out there. I don't know whether this might be because this is one of the things that I can only carry with one hand, might be one of the things that over time might cause my back some issues. So I'm considering maybe that's an item which might need to be looked at. In this little laptop bag, I've got a few leads and an HX Stomp XL, and in the guitar bag, I'll go through that a bit later on, but the guitar bag weighs about 11 kilos. And then I've also got this little Harley Benton Spaceship Powerboard, pedalboard, which I'll talk you through now. So, pedalboard, this new thing that I did a video on yesterday, really little neat Harley Benton Spaceship Power 40B. I bought this one on Toman. Cool thing about this, can basically power my HX Stomp with the included cable, and I've got my Kiddie Tone workstation here which does my compression and a bit of a mild drive boost, and here JHS Angry Driver, which I use in the JHS mode, which is like a Marshall in a box. See, that's powering that. I'll report back on how long the charge lasts on this, but you can use it whilst the charge is happening as well. Just turn it off. On and off button there, and that goes into a nifty gig bag, which I could also put in a spare HX Stomp and a spare charger here. Some sort of cable, and also, you know, there's cables and bits and pieces. I've actually got an HX Stomp XL in the car, so that'll be my spare. So, small little pedalboard, compact. I've actually used this double gig bag from Toman for a fair while. It's not the most sturdy thing ever, but it does the job. I'd be wary about using something like this if it was going in the back of a van, potentially. But the guitars that I've been using most recently, the Yellow K-Line Live, unless I'm trying another guitar, and this, which is my parts caster that I built, the Twatcaster, built in 2015. Because I use vintage style tuners, I like to pack one of these as well, just to clip string ends if I ever need to replace the strings, if I've broken a string. And I also take a spare pack or several of D'Addario XL 10-46. I just found this in the car, and I heard there was stuff in it still. I quite like this cold brew coffee with almond, and I've opened it up and it's burst on my face. I'm just going to have a quick shower. Reminds me of a German film I've seen.